Hi everyone, it's Daniel here. Today I'll be ranking Mike Rutherford's solo discographies. However, this time round, I'm going to do it a bit differently, because there's only 2 studio albums that he did as a solo artist, and then later on, of course, he would form Mike and the Mechanics whilst he was still in Genesis. I'm just going to kind of do like a mini review of each album, and just do a conclusion and just pick whichever one I prefer more than the other. He only did 2 albums, Smallcreep Stay and Acting Very Strange. Here they are. Which one do I prefer? Let's find out. So the first album he ever did was Smallcreep Stay, released in 1980. Oh, I love this artwork. I don't even know who this guy is, but he's well known for appearing on Mike Rutherford's Smallcreep Stay front and back cover. So interesting fact: the original guitarist of Genesis, Anthony Phillips, actually plays keyboards on this album. So pretty cool. Charisma Records, obviously the record label for Mike Rutherford and Genesis, and this album was produced by David Henschel, who also produced 4 of the Genesis albums, Trick of the Tail, Wind of Wuthering, and then there were 3 in Duke, and A Curious Feeling by Tony Banks, all around the same time. Mid 70s to early 80s, that sort of era. And so let's go through each track. So side 1 pretty much consists of this progressive track called Smallcreep Stay. There are, I believe, 7 parts to it. So starts off with Between the Tick and the Tock, Working in Line, After Hours, Cats and Rats in This Neighbourhood, Small Creep Alone, Out into the Daylight, and At the End of the Day. So fantastic track. This is proper prog right here. I love it. Basically, who sings on this album? I can't remember. I really like the singer on this album. He does a great job. And Mike Rutherford's songwriting is fantastic as well. He plays guitar and bass on this album, which is fair enough. And we have Simon Phillips on drums as well, which is pretty cool. I would have loved to hear Phil Collins play drums on this album. Noel McCullough sings on this album, so very cool, great singer. And Morris Peart plays percussion, which is pretty cool. Absolutely fantastic, this track. It's about 25 minutes long, I think. Absolutely fantastic. Basically tells this story of this man who's who works all day and all that, and when his shift starts and when his shift ends and all that, and pretty much it's just pretty much a roller coaster and just a normal day at work. And I love that track. So very cool, very progressive. Kind of reminds me of Genesis a bit. Definitely, the artwork definitely fits that track. So 7 parts, absolutely fantastic, love it. However, side 2 we have we have 5 songs, 5 separate tracks. So pretty cool. Moonshine's a great way to start off side 2. Really like that track. Time and time again's another nice track. Romani's cool. Every Road and Overnight Job, pretty cool tracks. I really like them. Have that same sound, and the keyboard playing is absolutely fantastic from Anthony Phillips. And I think this is a fantastic album. Definitely need to re-listen to it again because actually, let me just go through some of the lyrics. Very nice. There are the lyrics for Smallcreep Stay. And the other tracks, Moonshine, which is probably my favourite track, Time and Time Again, Romany, Every Road, Overnight Job. Just a great way to end off the album, in my opinion. So very cool songs, very cool artwork, just a great album. Out of the 2, this is definitely the more progressive album out of these 2. So absolutely fantastic. I would highly recommend it if you love the sort of the Trick of the Tail, Wind of Wuthering, then there were 3 in Duke era of Genesis. Either one of them, even one of the albums, if you've only listened to one, then I would highly recommend this, because you kind of get that production from those albums, you know, because of course you got David Henschel, and the guitar playing and the bass playing, you know, definitely reminds you of Genesis. And yeah, great album. So yeah, Smallcreep Stay gets a thumbs up for me. Well, from me. So yeah, still can't talk. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, when I'm recording, I just can't get my lines out. But yeah, hope you can deal with that. Probably used to it by now, anyways. Anyhow, the next album we have, this is Mike Rutherford's second and final solo studio album. Of course, after his deal for Mike and the Mechanics, while still in Genesis. But yeah, I'll definitely definitely talk about Mike and the Mechanics studio albums at some point. So yeah, I have the living years. So yeah, we'll see. But anyhow, this is his final studio album, released in 1982, 2 years after Smallcreep Day, and it is Acting Very Strange. Look at this artwork, really cool. Very odd, but I like it. It's like when you go into that. It's like when you go into a fun house, like you get into the mirror section, and yeah, it's like all trippy, and you're like, whoa, why does my body look like this? That sort of thing, which is pretty cool. Mike has a Rickenbacker guitar, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, here's the back, very cool. We have some great musicians on this album, like Stuart Copeland plays on a couple of tracks. We have Dalton Sturmer, Noel McCullough sings backup vocals, Gary Barnacle's on the saxophone, and Martin Ford arranges the strings, which he also arranged the strings for Phil Collins' album Hello Must Be Going. So yeah, side one consists of 4 tracks, same as side 2, so it's sort of pretty much half and half. Mike Rutherford actually sings on this album. I actually don't mind him as a singer, you know. Like, I think his vocals really fit the tracks, you know. These tracks are way more like radio friendly sounding, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I'll class these tracks, yeah, I'll kind of class them as pop tracks, but not full on pop. Like, you still kind of get like some proggy moments in these songs, but yeah, definitely like kind of shifts into, like, you kind of get a tease of what's to come next of Mike Rutherford's music career, you know, with Mike and the Mechanics, because they're more of like a pop rock band. Pretty much Genesis pretty much became that kind of, but still had their progressiveness in them. So yeah. So side one starts off with Acting Very Strange, very very cool song to open up the album. Day to Remember, that's another good track. Maxine's quite a catchy song, really like that one. Halfway There is a great way to turn off side one in my opinion. Side 2, however, I think has the better songs. Who's Falling Who's, pretty good song. Couldn't Get Arrested, this is my favourite song. It's just fun, catchy, and yeah, just really great song. Got stuck in my head for a while. Couldn't Get Arrested, just a flipping cool track. I Don't Want to Know, however, I kind of rushed that, sorry. So yeah, next track's I Don't Want to Know. Phil Collins did a song called I Don't Want to Know. Coincidence? I don't know. It's literally spelt the same way as well. Look, it's a completely different song though, so yeah. It's strange how Mike Rutherford did a solo song called I Don't Want to Know, and so did Phil Collins on No Jacket Required. And Hideaway is a great way to end off the album. You get some really nice strings in that, and yeah. I think a few of these songs were released as singles, but I don't know how well they did. But, you know, I think this album's still absolutely fantastic. Like, you get some really great pop tracks. Here's the vinyl, very cool. WEA, same record label as Mike and the Mechanics. Well, at least the living years. I'm assuming the first album as well, which I don't own yet, but yeah. Very cool. I still think this is a great album, but out of the two, which album do I prefer? Well, we shall soon see. Right, very quickly, I'm going to go for each track and like pick which one I'd rather listen to. This is like my new way of ranking albums. So much easier. So like just way better. Right, Smallcreep Day or Acting Very Strange. I'm gonna go with Smallcreep Day, of course. Why wouldn't I? Moonshine or A Day to Remember. Moonshine. Time and Time and Again. Or time. I keep saying time and again. It's Time and Time Again. Sorry about that. Time and Time Again or A Day to Remember. I don't know. I'll probably go with, I don't know, Time and Time Again. Maxine or Romany. I'm actually going to go with, well, I meant to say Romany or Maxine because, like, don't matter. But yeah, I'm probably going to go with, actually, I'm going to go with Maxine because why not? Every Road or Halfway There. I'll probably go with Halfway There. An Overnight Job or Who's Falling Who. I'm going to go with Overnight Job. So, Smallcreep Day is my favourite Mike Rutherford album. It's definitely the more progressive album. It's a really exciting album, quite cinematic as well. Whilst Acting Very Strange, I love this album as well. Very close. I mean, Couldn't Get Arrested is such a catchy song, but I mean, it's pretty much a sort of a radio-friendly, like pop rock album, I would call it. Yeah, I'll class this album as pop rock, but this one's like more progressive. This album's definitely a prog rock album. You know, you get some like pop elements throughout, but yeah, side one's definitely the more proggy side, and then side two's the more radio-friendly side with some prog added in, some prog ingredients, of course. So yeah. Smallcreep Day wins. I love the artwork. I think the artwork's fantastic. I got this vinyl quite cheap. And I just, in general, I love this album. Same with Acting Very Strange. I love the saxophone in this album, played by Gary Barnacle. And yeah, Pete Robinson plays on this album, so does Stuart Copeland on 2 tracks, which I can definitely tell which ones. I think Acting Very Strange, and I can't remember the other one, I don't know. Because you've got another drummer in there as well, so yeah. And yeah, also has some really great Lindrum programming, which I really like as well. But I think Simon Phillips' drumming on Smallcreep Day is absolutely fantastic. Like, on par with Phil Collins, I would say. So yeah, Smallcreep Day wins. And so this album's my number 1. And this album's my number 2. So yeah. Very cool. I had to do this album ranking a bit differently, so I do apologise. But yeah. Hopefully in the future I won't do an album ranking like this where I just pick 2 albums and just choose which one I prefer, you know, depending on which tracks I would rather choose. And the thing is that Smallcreep only has 6 tracks whilst Acting Very Strange has 8. So yeah, thank you for watching everyone. This has been my sort of an album ranking of Mike Rutherford's solo discography. Like I said, he only did 2 albums and then he would move on to do good old Mike and the Mechanics, you know. Silent Running on Dangerous Ground, All I Need Is a Miracle, Taken In, Living Years, Nobody's Perfect, that band who did all them amazing songs. And yeah, so yeah, here's both albums. Let me know what you think, which album is better. If you think Acting Very Strange is better than Smallcreep Day, then fair enough. Literally, there's no wrong answer. Like, both of these albums are great. Quite different from each other, but yeah, very unique. So yeah, thanks once again everyone, and as always, take it easy, and I shall see you all next time. In a bit, and peace.